Hey, look, see how this shit started, man? You know you always got one ignorant motherfucker, man, and you just be like, yeah, I
Oh,
can't
you
have
heard
him
what
around,
Snow
man.
say? Don't hit him no more.
That's how you started it?
Big Snow in the what? No, go ahead, man. My bad.
Man, we on the spot at the spot, man, once again and like that, man. I got the one and only
Rookie Snow in the motherfucking building.
Oh, you didn't even let me finna give you the
Yeah.
you didn't even let me, man, you know what I'm saying? Pump it up, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Ahead,
First off, man, you know what I mean? I'm a man. The young Barry Gordy. You know what I'm saying, man? Entrepreneur. You know, this the first dude who ever gave me an invite, man, to their studio out here in Seattle years ago.
Shit.
Real talk. He had the studio out here cracking, man. You know what I'm saying? So, man, you know, man, real entrepreneur, man, you know, real young heavyweight. Seen him when he came to L.A. That nigga was so happy we ran into each other in L.A.
Yeah.
I was cracking up. I said, nigga, I know you been out here, nigga, doing your thing, nigga, man. And shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, out here, man, but let me see. Let me give it, though, right. So I'm going to say, man, A&R, Barry Gordy. What's another one? What's my guy, man?
Holyfield.
What's my guy from Rock Nation? What's my guy from Rock Nation? Nobody, man. Nobody.
Tata, not.
What's my guy from Rock Nation?
Oh, you talking about Dame?
Dame Dash.
Dame
man.
Dash.
Young
Shout out.
Dame
It's
Dash.
a
This
gold.
one,
That's
From Rock
man.
Nation.
yeah,
Legend.
man.
What? Oh, you know Rockefeller,
Well,
but
okay.
you know,
Rock, man, the same
it's Rock
thing,
Nation,
man.
but you know, shout out Dame.
Okay.
Shout out Rockefeller
Man,
too.
on the real, man, Dame Dash, man, like really, that's kind of how I look at him. Not without the attitude. You know, not saying Dame Dash has attitude, but just, you know, able to keep good measures.
For sure.
Young genius, young man.
For sure.
Rookie motherfucking Snow, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, just to touch on that, man.
Mr. Entrepreneur himself.
Hey, I got a lot of like, you know, a lot of moves from Rockefeller, like, you know, like building things, you know, came from Rockefeller though. So like, I admire, you know, I look up to the greats like that, you know, like Dame and them, you know. Right. Like Cole, you feel what I'm saying?
They drop a lot of jewels, though.
Yeah, they came from a different era. You know, when I was a kid, though, watching that. You feel what I'm saying? Watching guys put together Def Jam or Violator or, you know, any of these entities, the empires that they were building back then. You feel what I'm saying? So I was able to be a little cat looking on the back of the CD, like, oh shit, they recorded it weird. Looked at what? Who's this guy? Who's that guy? You know, who's the A&R? They don't got that no more. You know what I mean? On CDs and shit. Like, you know, back then you can, you know, look at that kind of stuff. So I studied those kind of things because I knew I wanted to fuck with this hip hop shit.
You could look on the back of those CDs and you could see everybody who had a part in the project.
A&R, the writer, everybody, where the ASCAP, BMI, like you could look at all that on there back then. You feel what I'm saying? So I would study, you know, I'll go get a CD, a Tupac or a Big or any of those guys, like, and I'll just rip it open and just be looking like, damn.
What was your first CD you remember you buying with your money? Your first CD?
My first CD I bought with my money? Ooh, damn. I don't know, man. It goes back. I think it had to be probably like, probably a Master P CD. I think my first CD I bought was like a Master P CD. But I'm like already, because that's when I was able to get some, you know, some money and stuff. I was already listening to music, but you know what I mean? Because I'm talking like E40, The Click, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, back then, you feel what I'm saying? But I wasn't able to buy it. You know, moms had it. You feel what I'm saying? I wasn't able to.
Or you done burnt it, stole it from one of your partners?
Yeah. I'm in the back of the 7.4, 7.3 Nova or something like that. You know, listening, mom's bumping, slide.
Mom's bumping 40 water, huh?
Yeah, shout out to Moms, man, because Moms, man, put me on a lot of game. Like, you know what I mean? I call that, you know, coochie game, you know. Moms put me onto a lot of game as a youngster, you know, like, you know, that's called that coochie game, though. She, you know, gave a nigga, you know, some good sauce, you know, as a youngster. Just tools to survive with, you know what I mean?
That's your lifetime.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, you know, her, you know, being like a B-girl, you know, out here in Seattle, you know, Rounds from Mix-a-Lot, all these guys, Maharaji, all these guys, you know, break dancing, all this shit, you know what I mean? So she was out here doing music back then, you feel me? So, yeah, so, pop locking and shit.
So, man, where your family originally from?
So, like, my family, like, my mom's side is all from, like, Louisiana, Kansas City, all that. And then my dad's side is all like Atlanta, you know, Georgia and stuff like that. So, but Shreveport, Louisiana.
Okay. Yeah, man, you was bringing up a good point, man. You know, about the breakdancing, man, and the hip hop scene, man, you know what I'm saying, in Seattle and stuff like that, man. You know, man, give a little bit of historical, man, you know, little touch on what you know, man, you know, that Mons was able to put you up on game about.
Man, like just you talking about here or just in hip hop general?
Here and, you know, in hip hop general, but man, you know what I'm saying, here though, man.
Oh, here, really just like back in the day, just like, you know, a lot of, you know, town little hall meetings that, you know, cats was doing, having break crews and stuff like that. That's what, you know, she put me on to a lot of like different spots that used to break dance and had a little politic meetings and stuff like that. So, you know, that was my first like really introduction to like, you know, the music, you know what I mean? Just, you know, her giving me sauce and, you know, teaching me how to break dance. You feel what I'm saying? Because she used to lock and shit.
Popping,
so,
huh?
Yeah, I used to, you know, be out there, you know, try to get my moves right before the skating ring, you know, shit. So, you know, I used to, you know, get it together. You know, used to be out there, you know, get my money right. Go.
You a youngster,
walk a dog,
so what you was popping to? What kind of music was y'all popping to?
I ain't gonna lie, man. Back then, so really, back then it would be like I would practice to like a lot of like you know that song Jam on It, Jam on It.
Okay.
I like practice that. Planet Rock, I would practice that. And this is like around like 97, 98, you feel what I'm saying? Being a kid, you feel what I'm saying? Like that time, you know what I mean? But I was really in tune. And I really respected and I liked it because how I was turned on to the hip hop. You feel what I'm saying? By, you know, the whole camaraderie of what's going on with it, you know what I mean? So my mom put me on, and then that's when I found out like about E40 and everybody. Now I got the West Coast feeling and stuff like that, you know. But I used to practice all day to like Planet Rock and Jam on It and Houdini and all those guys like that.
When you stop?
When did I stop?
Nigga say when they start fucking bitches, niggas like.
Nah, I you know, skating rink days. That, you know, I started, you know, getting in trouble. Just started, you know, being bad.
Always at that skating ring.
Yeah, you know, just started, you know.
Always.
I was, you know, started cutting up. You know what I mean? Just, you know, doing my thing, but like. You know, I just, you know, I always knew I was always ahead of the curve as a youngster, you know, ahead of my time. Like back then I was like a leader then, you know, so I was always like somebody that was coming up with the most plans or coming up with a way to hustle and make money or something like that. So like it always been in me to do things like, you know, try to facilitate some things and shit, you know, so I figured out that was my lane back then though, you know what I mean? Like once I got, you know, getting into trouble, you know, having the juvenile record, robbing and stealing and, you know, all the shit, you know what I mean? All the shit a kid do, you know? But, so then that's when I, you know, figured out like, man, okay, I'm facilitating these niggas to do this. I can, you know, do something else with it, you know?
Take it to a whole other different energy, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And stuff like that. Yeah.
For sure.
So when would you say so from those experiences, when would you say you picked up the ear or wanted to start doing more from the management standpoint, businessman, record label type of thing?
Well, I mean, it goes back for like a minute, like, you know, as a youngster, I always back then, but like I said, back then I knew I say about like when I was like 15, 14, right there, around there, I knew I was doing music. I was already messing around in the studio and stuff, but I was like, man, I want to, you know, own a label, you know what I mean? I seen guys like Master P, and then I found out I got a little older to understand, you know, his moves and stuff, and guys like Dame, you know what I mean? Then Birdman, you know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, that's the position I wanna, you know, focus in on. So like rap was always something that I just loved to do because I started writing raps like in 3rd grade. So like I was always like, you know, MCing, doing hip hop things, you know? So like, but really, that's when I was like, you know, like I'd rather take that role, you know what I mean? But it really started happening for me. I wanted to facilitate a label at the beginning, like when I was a youngster, so like kid, you know what I mean, 14, you know, whatever. But when I got older, then my boy, I had ran into a guy that I'm partnered with now. You know, that's my brother and stuff. Choice, you know, he ended up, you know, getting signed and stuff like that with Mustard and things like that. And then, you know, he needed a good manager, so I'm like, well, shit, I'm already doing this. You know, I'm already doing my thing with the music thing, and then so we came together. You know, Seattle's flavor, and then we, you know, made our move happen down there in L.A. You know, so yeah.
Man, you know what, man? You know, man, shout out Choice, man. That's a
For
name
sure, for sure.
that's
Royce the
been
Choice,
rapping
man.
and moving.
You already know BCNF. You already know by
Man,
choice, not force.
And around, man, that you know, a lot of people, man, you know, don't really mention too much, man. But you know, you've been doing it for a minute.
Guy's a GOAT. Guy's a GOAT.
Like that, man. For real, man.
Yeah, for sure. Guy's a GOAT. You know.
So would you learn, man, being that first management, man? Take me back. You got Choice, you in here, you dealing with the Mustard, man, you know what I'm saying?
That was like 2015, around that time, you know, down there, they was putting together the whole 10 Summers, whole thing like that, you know. You had Draco, you had RJ, you had a whole bunch of people down there, and Choice, you know, he was signed over there, so, you know, he worked on a lot of music, they did a lot of music, and then we also, at that same time, we had our studio in Seattle, that Pyramid Studios, you know. So we had that going on, and then you know, so we kind of was back and forth from Seattle to there, you know what I mean? You know, so it was that was the time when I started picking it up, and then after that I just, you know, started going from there, you know.
Yeah,
picking up artists and stuff. We was in LA heavy, you know, doing a lot of work around LA. So shout out LA, you already know. Shout out Mustard, shout out 10 Summers, shout out everybody, you know, shout out Stink Team, you know, the whole gang.
When did you know when it, I'm gonna be successful at this?
That was early, man. Like, I think it's all started with ambition, you know. Like, I went to jail, I did like, you know, I got sentenced like 7 years, I did like 5.5 on good time. So then when I came home, I was already doing that. I was with my counselor back then, and I was hungry. Shout out Green Hill too. I was hungry. You know what I mean? Hey, can you look up this? What's Pro Tools? What's Cakewalk? What's Fruity Loops? What's, you know, trying to figure it out in jail. You feel what I'm saying? And then when I got out, you know, I'm like, man, you know, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get on this. So I formulated my crew upstate. You know what I mean? All my guys, my brother, and everybody. You know, so some guys would, you know, didn't keep going. You know, some people going to jail, niggas getting drunk, niggas is, you know, kids. It's just a lot of things going on. So then, you know, but me to being ambitious, the way I am, I don't take no. You know what I mean? I just keep going. Just keep going. You know what I mean? Like, I believe in numbers. You know, I believe if you do it enough, you're gonna beat the odds of anything. You know, so I think that's important to have when you're trying to get something that you want. You feel what I'm saying? You can't take no for an answer.
I feel you, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, excuse me, man. You say, man, we got kids, man. You know what I'm saying, man?
It's
So
all
I run
good.
through the bathroom.
Close the door, Corey.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Puffs. Man. So, man, my next question is shit. What do you do when you got that artist, man, and you keep trying to instruct him on making his music and stuff like that, man, and he just, or do you do that, man? Do you advise them, man, or do you just let them do their thing, or do you deal with individuals that are willing to listen, or how do you, man? What's your movement? Because you haven't, man. You know, you got a nice little. Again, you got your nice little, man, Seattle Motown going on and everything like that, man.
Nah. So really, how, like, so you saying like really, it just depends. Like, depending on where we at with the artist. Excuse me. It just depends on where we at with the artist. Really, like, if the artist is in artist development, or the artist is kind of polished, or, you know, it just depends where we need to pick the artist up at. You know, if the guy got talent and we see it and he got drive, he got hustle, you know, and he can't, you know, put his music together and put it out, you know, things like that, or whatever. Yeah, we'll help instruct on the music and, you know, advise on songs. We got A&Rs and stuff. Shout out Low Key. You know, so there's guys that you know, help facilitate, you feel what I'm saying, certain songs. But I think, like, the artists, if they're polished and they know what they're doing, they already have a drive, already have a vision. We just kind of assist that. Yeah. So, because I want everyone around me bosses. You know what I mean? I make bosses. I don't want to deal with no worker-minded type of person. You feel what I'm saying? I want to deal with a person that has a boss mentality, because if they have that certain kind of little drive, we can take it to the next level. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I feel.
What do you think, what would you say are 3 top attributes a manager needs to have, you know what I'm saying, in the industry, you know what I mean, to be successful?
You gotta have a vision. You gotta have some contacts, and I think you gotta willing to be patient, you know, with the artists that you're working with. You know what I mean? I think those things are important.
Even when they're impatient.
Yeah, because you realistically, depending on how far you are with the artist, you kind of help driving their career in a certain direction. Mm-hmm. So you know you're kind of responsible for, you know, certain things if you're in that artist's career that deep, you know. But if you're just a manager, you just got, you know, just artists just everywhere, then, you know, that's a different story. But if you're really, you know, critiquing your artist and, you know, he's in artist development and he's letting you help, you know, steer the career the right way, then yeah, you know, yep.
So you got your hands in everything pretty much, huh? A little bit of this, a little bit of...
For sure, for sure. Well, yeah, I mean, you know.
Well, no, I say that because I want you to talk about what we got laid out in front of us right now. You know what I'm saying?
So like me personally, I come from the CD era. You know what I mean? Where you had to get out and sell a CD, you know, hand to hand with guys was, you know, with the shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had to talk for it. You had to, you know, put a CD, headphones on the nigga's head and display your music like hand to hand, right? So like I developed at that time. I developed how to deal with people in the public and how to take something and cross promote it or promote it real to a high extent, right? So this company here, Dragon, you know what I mean, Fronto Leaf, you know what I mean, it's a company out of Jersey.
You mind if I take a peek at it?
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So pretty much, you know, I do the ambassador, you know, with this whole thing. You know, I feel like I can cross promote, you know, the weed, the leaf, you know, I like the leaf. I fuck with it, so they fuck with us, you know what I mean?
Now, what leaf is that right there you smoking? We ain't gonna spend too much time on it.
Oh, man, this is one of my favorite is the Kush one, personally, you know what I mean? You know, but they, you know, we're gonna have our own coming, you know, the BCNF flavor, you know, so, yeah, I shout out them, you know, Dragon Leaf, you know what I mean?
Man, BCNF, what does it stand for?
By choice, not force. Huh. Yeah, that part. By choice, not force, you already know. So, yeah, that's it.
Man, hey, so you killing animals and shit over here, thing, man. At the spot, baby, right there, man. You about to jump on your
spot,
neck, nigga.
On the spot.
So, man, my next question is, man, you know, kind of
edit that out. Thank you.
Do you feel that you're one of the gatekeepers out here in Seattle?
Nah, I mean, I guess some people would say that, but I just think that I'm not a gatekeeper to you know, no industry, because like I said, you know, it's like the wild, wild west. Everyone can do it if they do it. You know, like I said, it comes back to drive, comes back to know-how, it comes back to resource, it comes back to those things.
Man,
so,
that nigga a gatekeeper. If you want to do something around, you gotta come see Big Snow, nigga. Nigga, fuck all that. Nigga being humble, nigga. You gotta come see Big Snow, nigga, around this motherfucker.
I just, you know, straight up. No, I don't say we BCNF, man. We started off, you know, like you know, management, you know, and now we're intertwining, like, you know, label style now, you know. So it's just I don't say we gatekeeper, because there's a lot of people that's talented, that's raw.
Bro, it ain't for you to say though. It's for us to say. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for you know what I'm saying. You being the manager, you know what I'm saying? That's like, you know what I mean?
For sure. Really,
basically, man, what my guy's trying to say is, man, you know, you got a great company, man, and I feel like, man, you know, in regards to any artist, that not just the Pacific Northwest, but, you know, not just on the West Coast, but it's a good management and movement
For
by
sure.
itself. Any mother that believes in themselves and take their own money
Yeah.
and puts it
For
behind
sure.
their
For
artist
sure.
is somebody that somebody wants, man, versus that up front. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Because like I said, that's why I said like it's all about how deep the manager or whatever is into it. Because realistically, a manager is supposed to be getting paid. He's not supposed to be digging in his pocket, doing anything. The manager's supposed to be getting paid. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
He's supposed to be paying. Hey,
that camera, man. You know what I'm saying?
You supposed to be paying for that.
Real
but I'm just saying, like, you know, but me personally, us as a group, my guys, you know, my whole team, my staff, like, we believe in our artists, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's a different thing. That's why I say it's more of a label, you know, act now versus, you know, that, you know, so, yeah. So, because like I say, management, you supposed to be, you know, get booking. You know,
trying to get it going.
Retaining this guy. You know
Real
what I mean?
talk.
He need a booking fee. He need a booking fee. But like I say though, so some guys don't go that far with their artists, you know, but BCNF, you know, that's what we do. You know,
I dig, man.
I believe in my guys, so you know, I think that you know everybody, you know, play a role, play a part, and they all got talent, you know. So I think they're raw, you know what I mean. So and shout out to the ones that do hit me up, that do, you know, submit music to our team, you know. Shout out them too. You know, so because at the end of the day, like I say, I was in those positions, like we were saying, you know, MySpace days and things like that. Like I was in those positions of hitting guys up and stuff like that, you know. So, but me personally, I just know, I like I say, it's back to, you know, you got to be hitting the ground running. You got to be hungry. You got to be somebody that want it, you know. So it's just all about how bad you want it, you know. Because you go back to Too Short and them, they was out the trunk with it. You feel me? So imagine selling that. Feel me, man?
Going to everybody hood.
Going to everybody hood, pulling up, got
off.
the tape, man. Hey, man, check me out. Who is that? What's his name from the Bay? OG from the Bay. That showed them the game, man. His name Charlie.
you talking about Uncle
St. Charles.
St.
Uncle
Charles.
St. Charles, man. St. Charles made a lot of motherfucking millionaires,
Come
son.
on, St.
You got the game
Charles,
from
man.
Uncle St. Charles.
Yeah, come on, man. They
Uncle
was getting the
St. Charles.
game, bro.
Man, drop some of these, man. Drop some of these individuals you don't work with, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's been a minute. Oh man, it's been
Still, man, just all around, huh?
Just all around, man. Just shit. You know, I mean, I don't know. I can go for all this, you know.
Yeah, man.
But shit, really, like my first like interaction, you know, was back in the day, you know, just dealing with like Bay Area, Sacramento artists, you know, things like that, coming up to Seattle and seeing them come through the city and, you know, mess around. And then from there, it just led me to mess with everybody, you know, in the game, you know. That come to the town, you know, I catch them on the road, I catch them out here, you know what I mean? We integrate, we chop it up, we get cool, you know, welcome to the city type thing, you know? So, yeah, for sure.
So that next, man, where that next artist at, man? Where that next hot artist?
You said the next artist?
Yeah, where that next hot artist, man?
What you mean?
Where that next hot artist?
Where?
Where you at? Yeah.
Shit, probably over at home, eating a bowl of cereal, writing a rap on his phone, going crazy. About to fucking smoke the game.
You said, hold on. Did you say writing the rap?
Hey, he might be writing the rap, but hopefully he is, you know?
You would still believe in that, or do you believe in the punching
for sure.
rappers?
I mean, I deal with both, you know what I mean? I like both, you know what I mean? I was working with Sugar Free, you know, shout out Uncle Sugar Free. I remember one time, you know, me and him got a song, you know what I mean? I never dropped it, but we got a song together, you know what I mean? Shout out Unc. But he told me, he said, Snow, why make it so hard? You guys got Pro Tools. You can do this every 4 bars. So when I seen him do that, I was like, damn, that's cold. He right. And this is about like 2009. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, around that time, 2010. So no. About 2010, 11. Sorry, take that back. But yeah, man. He told me, man, we got Pro Tools, man. Why? You feel me? So I said, all right, yeah, he right, Unc right. He got it. Hey.
That do make a lot of motherfucking sense, man.
Because it's still writing. At the end of the day, you're just not.
Yeah, for sure. It's like, why make it hard? Because back in the day, you had to gas the whole, the whole thing. You know, you have to push the whole 16.
See, man, I'm not, man. You know, again, I'm an old head.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
The problem, the issue I have with punchy and rapping, it made everybody think they're a rapper.
Yeah, but it's still an art form. It's still a
certain ones.
Yeah, I mean,
potentially they would still be good rappers rather than they wrote it down or not.
Yeah, for sure. But it's just like it becomes like this. It's like the times. The artist got to know how to move with the times, and a lot of times, like that's a sound. It's back in the day, like when we first heard like Silk the Shocker. You feel what I'm saying? Like it was different. You feel what I'm saying? We heard Silk the Shocker, and it was like, damn, he's kind of offbeat, but he's gassing. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out No Limit. But you know what I mean? Like it was like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but now you get a guy like Blueface or somebody that's offbeat flowing, and it's like it's a thing. You feel what I'm saying? So like it's just the times. You know what I mean? So like I think when it the punchline rappers to guys that's gassing it, it's just different methods on guys doing music, and I just think that's the thing now because of what they be saying and how they saying it. The words they're using, the wordplay. I think it's a easier method to use. You know what I mean? Because back then you got niggas that's really like storytelling. You know what I'm saying? So a nigga drop, 4, 4, 4, 4, on, a story, versus now these guys, you got 2 line and then a 1 line and a 2 line and it's just going. You feel what I'm saying? All the way to, 16 or 30 or whatever they doing. You know what I mean?
You think, man, you ever gonna see the days of a rap song being 3 minutes is over?
Nah, because history repeats itself, and at the same time, it's like this. It's like music, but like look at the podcast game. The podcast game is starting to take off. You know what I mean? Because now it's just like, it's different. Hold on, but I'm shut the door. But like it's just the podcast, like everything, it's just the times. Like I think when you move with the times, everybody's just, it's I don't know, it's just little, that's the thing, just moving, the same thing. Everybody moving with the times and shit. And I think podcasting is thing to taking off. Like music is just gonna push it, but it's like this is the new art form of things.
Well, man, I'm gonna keep it 100.
Yeah, talk to me.
It's funny you brought up the podcast game, man, because on my mama, man, hey, some of you motherfuckers ain't got nothing to talk about, man.
Good dog.
When a nigga be doing, man, hey, man, some of these podcast shit, man,
Hey.
them motherfuckers is, them ain't the, man,
Shit.
them shits be on some straight garbage shit, man. The topics are just the same fucking topics all the time, man. Like, don't nobody give a fuck about where you take no broad.
Right.
Take no broad to no Cheesecake Factory and then like man, it's just weird shit.
Yeah,
man.
hey, man.
Weird, like just weird shit.
Hey,
like,
man, it's just content now, It's all content, A lot of guys they just putting out garbage ass content. They ain't really focusing on, probably getting to know the artist or, doing their homework or something, So the content is garbage,
Hey, I'll say that to say, did you know somebody pulled out a camera phone and was videotaping you?
When? What do you mean?
Man, you know what I'm saying? When you was wiggling, man, when you was rapping and shit, man, in the back, man, you know what I'm saying, of that concert, man. Did you know somebody, man, try to film you, or you feel me?
What was that?
Man, oh man, nothing, man. That's pressure, baby. Hey, anyway, man, so hey, what's the next movement?
Hey, you said the next movement?
What's the next movement? Films.
Films.
TV.
I mean, right now we actually we working on, me and my boy. Shout out my boy Cuddy. You know what I mean? It's my bro. He been working with us a lot, man. BCNF stuff, man. He got a lot of things moving with us too. He working on a podcast. You know what I mean? Some shit for the city. I love it because we all integrating with everybody and making things come together and things. So really like. We just trying to take it to the next level. We just trying to really our next play is staffing up and taking the people that is ready to go to the next level, like traveling the country, the world. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's my main thing. I feel like this. if you focus on, you know, the product, which is, you know, your artists and things like that, you can still get it the organic way. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's the Wild Wild West. Everything is just out there. You feel what I'm saying? So the labels know that. You feel what I'm saying? The labels know that, you know, a guy can go get hot off TikTok. A guy can go get hot off Instagram. You feel what I'm saying? Just, you know, spending his money the right way, and boom, there you go. You feel what I'm saying? So our next thing is just, you know, traveling the world, you know what I mean? Really just trying to, you know, touch other people organically. You feel what I'm saying? Just still do it, you know, through the streams and stuff like that, but dig in the analytics to where
going towards
we're
the old school way, leaning more towards like the old school marketing way toward. Not
I mean,
so
yeah
much
and no, yes and no, because like the both work. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's you got new rappers, but you still some of the old ways work. You can't use all the old school stuff. You got to use pieces of it. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. You know, that's when you make it look the way it looks. Because if a label's looking at you and if you don't have those pieces, then it's not gonna work. You feel what I'm saying? But if you already have some of that old school flavor that they like or whatever it is, you know, you're moving a certain kind of way. Yeah, it's still
ahead of the game.
Ahead of the game. You feel what I'm saying? So it's gonna work. You feel what I'm saying?
Genius.
Yeah, so that's how I look at it, you know what I mean? Because like I said, once again, you know, I come up under the Rockefellers, the Masterpiece, the No Limits, the Cash Moneys, the, you know, the Violators, you know what I mean? Def Jam, like all these different labels. I seen all these people get signed and do all these different things. Swisher House, you know,
They pulling up deep.
Yeah,
big
for
deep
sure,
catalogs.
for sure. And that's what it is, man. You know, it's the intellectual property that they want to own,
Right.
you know, which is your publishing and everything else, you know. So that's what you got to be, you know. It's oil. It's like, you know. So, but like I said, that's a percentage of it, you know. The real part of it is, you know, being able to own it and still be able to, you know, get your message across and integrate into something else. Move on to something else, you know what I mean? Yeah, because it's like a commercial. It's just like a promotional push, you know.
Just stay evolving.
It's like I say, because like look at a guy like Ludacris or something like that, you know. He did his thing in the game, came through, smoked it. Then he got in the movies, and then now he's off doing something else. Chameleonaire, same thing, like Paul Wall, all these guys, you know what I mean? So it's just a piece of the game. You know, the music is just to advertise what you're about to do next. You know, that's the way to spoon feed them, you know. So, like I said.
Honey, you know what the fuck you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, hey.
You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it 100. I'm sitting here, man. You know what I mean? But I'm damn near ready to sign with you. Shit.
Do you think labels? Do you think it's a wrap for the traditional big label type shit? Like where do they go? You know what I mean? Does the artist really need a label anymore?
Yes and no. I mean, it's harder to put. I mean, yes and no. It just depends. They'll come find you if your shit is hot. They're gonna find you. But really, artists do it and don't. It just depends on the mind frame of the artist. You know, if he got the mind, if he got the drive to take the elevator, you know what I mean, and then not the, you know, just, I mean, you know, take your time. The stairs I meant, not the elevator type shit. But like, if he has that kind of, you know, mind frame, you know, shout out my brother Nipsey Hussle for that too. But if he has that kind of mind frame, you know, because that was a conversation we had, you feel what I'm saying? But if he has that kind of mind frame, the artist can do that, you know what I mean? But it just takes time to grow, you feel what I'm saying? And some people don't have patience, so they'll just go and be like, man, I'm hungry, my lights is getting cut out, you know what I mean? So I'll do that. So yes, the label depends on where the artist is at, you know what I mean? And if he know he can come up with 100 hits, then, you know, he might can go ahead and, you know, it's a loan. So, you know what I mean? He can come up and, you know.
Bet on himself.
Yeah, bet on himself. So sometimes that work, you know what I mean? It don't always work, you know what I mean? But when it do, you know what I mean? Shit, you know, you go in and cash in, you know what I mean?
Tell the truth, man. How much does it really work, man?
What's that?
Percentage-wise, man, when they go bet on themselves, man.
Just depends, like I said. If they got catalog, if they got different things. It just depends on the negotiating power, you know. You don't get what you're worth, you get what you negotiate. Yeah.
Hey, y'all better understand this episode.
Say that one more time.
On the real. Hit him again.
I said, you don't get what you're worth, you get what you negotiate. That part. So, motherfucker, I worth this, worth that. Yeah, no, you get what you negotiate. So, if you go in there and you negotiate right, you know, it is what it is.
Man, you ever hear some music and just be like, man, trash, all the way trash.
All the time. All the time.
How do you respond to it?
But I don't discriminate because at the end of the day, you know, there's somebody that might, you know, like it. If a million motherfuckers like it, well, who am I telling you that your shit is just trash? That's just, you know, my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, me personally, like, you know, that's just my opinion. If it's garbage, it's garbage. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
So, you know, man, without having a biased opinion, man, you know what I'm saying? And from a true marketing standpoint and A&R, man, who the 5 hottest, man?
Hold on, where are we talking? And all the grades? Or are we talking here around town, local or West Coast?
We gonna do it on various.
Oh man, I wasn't ready for this one
because I gotta flip to his question.
It just depends on I'm deep with it though. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm real hip hop. So like it's like it depends on like it comes from a lot of different places.
That's why I gotta man. You know what I'm saying? For men, you know what I mean? Real talk. Besides, hold on. Besides the working class business gentlemen and or your team, man, that you're dealing with right now, you got 100 million. They tell you, man, go give me 5 of the hottest, man, young Seattle rappers, man. Yeah, that's coming up.
Damn. I don't know.
Besides your team.
Besides my team. Half the goddamn roster.
Besides your team. Besides your team, man. Because it's too easy to team. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Nah. Because I want to see who's on your radar. I want to see, baby, because you might say their name, you might not. And that might keep them going. Now they might be ready to throw the pencil.
Like I said, it's a lot with, you know, like with it. You know what I mean?
You got 100 million. You going to sign besides your team. Who else got motion that you're gonna be like, you know what? I can get money with. Man, you know what I'm saying? Because that's why I said I got to make it a little more harder for you, brother. Because you made your business.
Oh my God! See, like
you know, because your team paid already. All right, you got the 100 million. Your team's paid. So boom, they're about to buy. So it's like, man, you know, from a business standpoint, man, well, Snow got all this money.
Oh man.
Snow got all this money, man. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta put somebody else on.
You got a man. Who the fuck?
Right? Yeah, man. So all right.
Unbiased,
like 5. Like I don't know because I don't really be. A lot of people do hit me up. I listen, but I listen to a lot of my people.
You send your team to go tell you, right?
Yeah, see, like my A&R or you know, A&R Sarah or somebody, they'll put me on to something, or you know, low key, or you feel what I'm saying? They'll put me on to something, like you feel me, like
hey, spoken like a true boss.
Or man. even like Bro Cuddy, put me onto a cat that I like, that I fuck with. What's your Cuddy's name? Cuddy? Vic. Is this Vic? Oh yeah. I fucks with him. He's dope. You know what I mean? He's dope. You know what I mean? He's sick. But like guys like that, so like I get turned on to music like certain type of ways. You know what I mean? It's like, but some people will hit me up and they'll send me stuff, and you know I'll check it out if they get to me and I see it, and you know. But like I say, it just depends. Like if you say I got 100 million to go get these kids, like
you got 100 million, man. You got 100 million, man. 100 million, man. You know what I'm saying? From a business standpoint, I know.
Yeah, man.
But look. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I understand because I understand where it's like I tell people, hey, yeah, man, nah, man, I don't listen to rap.
Right.
Come give me a finished product.
Yeah, because
it's gonna be biased. If I don't want to hear nobody that sound like I'm gonna be unbiased. If I listen to too much of, I'm not gonna be able to understand or hear nothing else because you too tight to me. I'm a fan, so I can't be a fan.
Right.
I got to be devil's advocate.
Right.
So I understand. Okay, you a slick motherfucker, but man, all right, another business, man. Okay.
But nah, shout out to all the people in the city that's doing it though. We do got a lot of cats that is, you know, dope. You know, that is, you know, moving.
Yeah, give me the 5 wackest in the city.
Now see,
that ain't ignorant, man.
I said it was a flip side. I had a question. The flip side to his.
Oh man. So
Niggas, not even saying whack motherfuckers. They might got potential. Might need to just tighten it up a little bit. Be on the lookout for it.
I like I say once again, man.
Okay.
It's a lot, you know. It's a lot, you know what I mean. A lot of motherfuckers, like I say, just some motherfuckers just trash. You know what I mean. I'm gonna keep it thorough. A lot of motherfuckers is just trash. I can't even, you know.
Remember the names and shit.
Yeah, but I do fuck with, like I said, the city do got some talent though. You know, there's a lot of motherfuckers that I see getting posted and pushed and you know things like that. So
who's
you know,
who's some of your team? When you say team, man, you know what I'm saying? Who's some of your team, man? Who's some of the
like what you mean, artist, staff?
Man, artists that you do business with, man. You know what I mean? If you want to, you can yell out the staff, man, your folks.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to the team though for sure though. 2000 Wow, you already know. Mike Jack, the baby, baby Claire, baby Fayo, shout out Claire. You already know. KJ 500, Swanks, Choice. You know, and who else, man? We got on the team over there. My bad. Yeah, man. A lot of the squad, man. You know, who I forget the Mafi D, man. My bad, brother. My bad, man. You know I'm high. I'm geeked up. You know what I mean? My mind going every which way. You know what I'm saying? I'm high as a motherfucking kite. But anyway, shout out to the team though. Yeah, shout out to bro though.
That dig that, man.
Yeah, we just got off tour though, you know. So we just did a Mike Jack tour. It was super dope, man. Yeah.
Where'd y'all hit?
Man, where did we go? We went We went from here. We drove to where we go? Oakland. Was it Oakland? Then we went to L.A. and then San Diego. Then Phoenix. And then we did a whole little West Coast.
How was that Dago shot?
Dago was smooth. It was smooth. We was fucking with the Baby Stone Gorillas and shit out there, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, shout out them.
Mm-hmm.
What man? What was the bad bitch? What's the baddest bitches, man, that jumped on the thing, man? You know, I'm an old man. This ain't got nothing to do with this, brother.
That nigga want to hear stories.
I want to, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear where I need to be
Tell me them road
next week, man.
Hey, nah, we done had some, you know, some turn-ups, man. You know, it was some.
What city though, man? What city is it?
What was it, KJ? Shit. Arizona, man.
That nigga said Arizona.
Shout out AZ. Shout out
That nigga
AZ.
said that nigga know where to go.
Shout out AZ.
Yeah, that's where it was tracking.
Nah, AZ was turned. Nah,
Yeah?
Yeah. Fuck with AZ. I fuck with AZ. Yeah, AZ was smooth. Turned to the max.
Man, I swear to God, man, a bitch down there almost ran me over, man, for Roddy Rich, man, nigga, and AZ.
Come on.
I promise you, fucked off on that good. Man,
He's a superstar.
It was like 40, man, that nigga left, man, about 44 bitches, man, and started leaving bitches.
Yeah, for
Nigga,
sure.
then it ran my ass over. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Yeah, man, them bitches, man, I can see that, man. Arizona's a love city, man. Why don't you sign me, man? Let me be a rapper, man. Why don't you come get me, man?
Could you market?
For sure, man. You can market anything, man. If you market anything, you can market anything, man.
He wanted to rap. He wants to rap. He got flow. He got some flows. How could you market that? Like,
hey, you gotta talk to the team.
woo, he's a slickster.
You gotta talk to the team.
He's a slickster right here.
The team gonna get you right.
Team
you know?
The team gonna get it right, man.
You gotta talk to the team. It's a chain. It's a
Man, if I was a
gauntlet,
rapper,
you know?
man, that'd be for all the wrong reasons.
Hey, you gotta
Yeah,
talk
my
to the
mama,
team.
man.
I think he'd be a good R&B singer.
This you.
I mean, anything.
This
Not
me?
them all
Nah,
you.
that's you right here.
For sure.
Yeah, them all you. It be man, anything, man. I like, woo. You got the pride of females off me.
Yeah.
Come on.
My mama. It be going down, nigga. Every night, every city, nigga.
With or without the curl.
Oh, man.
Oh man, you know, hey, that was a time, man. That was a thing, man.
I hit a note where nigga. Oh man,
that was a thing. That was a, you feel me? That was a
Man,
thing.
I shave off my head, man, to come to Seattle. Because it was cheaper, man, to try to keep up. You know, I had shoestrings holding my pants.
Oh man,
It was cheaper to, man, you know what I'm saying, to have a shaved head than it was to maintain a curl.
come on.
It never grew back, man, ever, man. Like, oh, man. You had a curl?
Yeah, I had a curl, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? When I was young, back in the day.
Taping with the taper and shit.
Yeah. Little tape. You know what I mean? Back in the day.
Hey,
like
man.
See what happened? We all got something in common.
I had the box curl. You ever see the box curl? You know what I mean? The S curl, Lil John.
Man, S curl, dude. Hawaiian Silky.
Man, all that, the Hawaiian Silky. Come on, that's when you was really coming through.
Man,
that's when your shit was banging. That's when you had it on your. That's when you had it on your shoulders. You know what I mean? The Hawaiian Silky. You know what I mean?
Man,
hey, that little roller set. You know what I mean? Pull it out of here, get the hangling, dangling. Shout out to those niggas that, man, you know what I mean, came from that era though, man. You know what I mean? That was a whole different time.
Man,
there was an art to that shit.
Man, it was an art to that shit. You leave it on, man. Your shit be straight up.
Come on.
Niggas coming back to school, they shit
straight up. I'm like, what the hell happened? You done left it on too long.
Nigga left it on too long.
left it on too long. You done left the curl on too long. This shit done got too straight. Done permed out.
Man, I remember I washed my hair, man, and put that motherfucker in the same day. Nigga, you talking about killing me? Oh my God,
tweaking.
my shit was burning.
Yeah, you had the Malcolm X going on.
For real.
Malcolm Little, nigga.
Yeah, Malcolm Little.
Malcolm Little, nigga.
Come on, man. Red. That nigga red.
Oh man. Fabio Grace.
Great. Music. Shit. I could probably have to say, damn, man. I don't know, man. Once again, because it goes to a lot. I dig deep. But me personally, I'm gonna say Jay. I'm gonna say for sure Pac and for sure Big. I like this. I grew up on that. You feel me? Another one would have to be because like me personally, I love Rakim. You feel what I'm saying? Like he was dope on the mic. He was real smooth. Like a lot of MCs, got their shit from bro. So whatever before and shit. My last one, man. I don't know, man. That last one, shit. I don't know. I mean, it's so many for me, man. I got a 10 for sure.
Man,
I got a good 10.
That's why I bet. That's why I mean,
that last five, that for me, artist wise, and I'm gonna say, shit. I'm gonna say Weezy, bro. I know you know. I have to say Weezy, bro.
My man.
Just say Weezy. Yep. I don't have to say Weezy, bro, because and no, you know what? Because honestly, like, another one of my goats is Fifth. You know what I mean?
50, man.
Yeah,
50, man.
You know what I mean? Because what he did to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain things. That's what I said. It goes so deep with me. It could be a period of time where how they hustled. Rick Ross, like one of them. Like it could be just certain things. So that's what I consider a GOAT. It ain't just the music. If it's just the art, then we can go there too. There's just other guys that rhyme better than those guys that I said. They paint pictures better. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it real, right? But I'm just saying, when you talk about business, when you talk about marketing, when you talk about the flow, when you talk about the work that those guys did all that. Because you got Pac that gave you, span of music in a short amount of time, but he created impact. Big did the same thing. You feel what I'm saying? Nipsey Hussle, one of my goats. He did, Cube did another one. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I said I got a 10. I got a 10 for sure. Cube, Nip, like these guys are all different guys that did different things that to me that were great. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like different, where you want to put it for art. You know what I mean? So it can go from the hustle base, the business base, or just strictly just the art. Who bar for bar, you know what I mean? Or so that's why that's a hard one for me. Yeah, to really answer. You know what I mean?
Just 5, right?
Yeah, because it's like it goes so deep. It's so much that all these guys done put in. You feel what I'm saying? Like Nipsey, he didn't he dropped one album in the game. You feel what I'm saying? And he did all that work and got that much, love from the game. And he did so much and laid a blueprint down. You feel what I'm saying? For guys on a newer level. You feel what I'm saying? Like, like I was saying, Master P or, Too Short or E40 and all those guys, they had a different picture of it. So when you get it now in Nipsey Hussle's hand, he did it for this era. You feel what I'm saying? In a way, make you pay $100 for a project, or he's doing different things that's being creative and innovative.
Man, man, I'm glad you brought on a good subject because people don't know.
Shout out my brother, man.
I was gonna say people don't know how much you really fuck with Nipsey,
that's my
man.
brother.
Rising
I love
Powers,
him.
man. Like, I know, man, but you know what I'm saying. A lot of people don't know.
They don't, But if you was around, you seen it. The people here in Seattle seen it for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even in LA, you feel what I'm saying? Same thing, that was bro. You feel what I'm saying?
What kind of person was Nipsey Hussle?
Nip, man, he was himself. He was smooth. He was a real dude, but he was a real thinker. Mm-hmm. He was militant too. He knew what he wanted. So he was a guy that had a vision already. You feel me? Before we like the same age, so I understand what he was going through at the same time. You feel what I'm saying? So because you have to have a certain ambition at that time to do these type of things, to promote, to do all these type of things. So for him to do it and lay down the blueprint and do it like that, and me and him have real talks. You know what I mean? Shout out everybody. All money in too. To do those things and have those type of talks of like, yeah, man, the best thing that happened to me was, me getting dropped from, the label. You feel what I'm saying? Over the way he's epic and shit, you know what I mean? Boom. But he had to look. So, bro, like, damn, what we gonna do? We're gonna go back, dig into the city and dig it out. You feel what I'm saying? That's what he did. You see the Crenshaw, you see the shit go big. You feel what I'm saying? Bro, just, but he already had to look. He already had the people looking and, you feel me? But you gotta take the stairs, you feel me? Not the elevator, you feel what I'm saying? So, and then he, at the end, bro, ended up partnering up. Feel me? Never wanted to do it. He always wanted to go partner, you feel me? Never wanted to just get hold, you know what I mean? Nigga wanted to partner up with this shit. So, you know what I mean? He did that, you feel what I'm saying? So, like I say, when you talk about GOAT shit, you know what I mean? There's so many different top fives when it comes to, things like that. Or Master P breaking in, getting the 80%, doing different things. These are milestones within the game. Cube smoking the film thing down. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you feel me? Raw showing you how to really hustle the game too. You know what I mean? Like these are different things, how he put a package together. Birdman, you feel what I'm saying? How he struck him for 30 million. These are milestones within the game, so it's like so many GOATs. Hell, Drake, right now. He got a fucking dead 12, 13-year run. Right now, he's been going on.
Who to go, man? Who you think gonna take the crown from him?
Shit, we is. Yeah.
I promise you.
For sure. For sure. That's 1,000%, I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, I was blessed to, be around some people, a lot of GOATs, you know what I mean? Seeing people do their thing. Shout out Kevin. Shout out my brother Kevin Gates, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I was able to be around different things and, it takes time to get where you're going, you feel what I'm saying? You can easily, try to cheat it, but you're never gonna win it. You feel what I'm saying? You can't cheat the game. Everybody got to go through the gauntlet. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody got to, go through that, Everybody. So at the end of the day, some people try to cheat it, but then that's when you end up losing out on business.
Do you think it's harder to get on now or back then?
Back then. I would say it was harder back in the day. Because back then you had to believe into it just depends on where you was at in the game, whether you were independent rapping or you were, an artist that was, shooting for the moon, trying to get on and, push a label deal and do things like that. But it's harder back then because you had to. It's different eras. Different. If you're talking the '90s, you're talking the 2000s.
Let's go 90s
the '90s shit. It was hard. It was hard because you had. But then again, if you had some kind of know-how and some kind of hustle like E40 and Too Short and everybody and coming out the trunk, if you had that kind of know-how to do that, yes, you can beat cats if you know how to reach those type of people. But even back then, I think it was harder just because your distribution wasn't the same.
Man, back then for sure, because you had the criminal element. you had a very much serious criminal element.
Yeah, for sure.
Very much serious.
So you couldn't. It was harder, you know. So if you just wasn't putting in work, or you really was a buster, or you really wasn't who you say you was, they're not listening to the music. You feel what I'm saying?
Whoever you said you was, you had to be who you said you was. Yeah. Like ain't no, oh, I'm just joking.
Yeah,
ain't none of that. Man.
And it's like that today, though. You know what I mean? You got cats that's off the same kind of movement, but it's like. Back then it was structured. It was a different structure, So, but the getting on with the music or pushing music or reaching out to a distributor or things like that, that was a whole different wave.
Man, I'm glad I got you here, man. I'm gonna address the elephant in the room because you're a businessman.
For sure.
The little youngster, Lord, what was he? What, about 8, 9? Little dude that was up out of about Kansas City, I think, or GI or something. Little youngster was rapping, holding the money, talking about sliding on motherfuckers and everything. Little kid to be about 8 or 9.
Oh yeah.
What's your perception of that, man?
I mean, once again, like I think it's shit. I don't approve of it. Approve of it. You know what I mean, personally, because. This is teaching even a younger generation of the shit, you know what I mean? But it's gonna be made because that's just what it is, it's music now, you know what I mean? But I don't approve of something like that. I think if a kid's gonna rap, you know what I mean, just practice the art form, you know what I mean? Shout out to Lil Wayne and his mama, you know what I mean? Because it was a point in time where Wayne could even curse on the record. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that's a hard thing to do, still painting your picture. You feel what I'm saying? Still getting the message across, you know what I mean? Things like that. So, I don't think when a kid's doing that, I mean, it's art still, but I think it's like, what's the message here? You feel what I'm saying? Because you always got to have something, because when you look at the art form, you look at the art form, I look at the art form, it's going to be 2 different pictures that we all, 3 different pictures that we all see here. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, what's the message? You know what I mean? So if a little kid's pumping out, I'm sliding and this and that and this, he's just doing what he see. But it's like, what's the overall message? So I wouldn't approve of something like that. I mean, make you some music about, get some good grades, telling the kid to do something, Ain't nothing wrong with, conscious rap. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just, people think that it's not, what it is, but it is dope music. You know what I mean? Shit. You got conscious rap all day. Kendrick smokes you down.
Right.
J. Cole smokes you down. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Tell me, man. It's gonna be my man last because I ain't gonna talk you to death because man, you been giving me great questions, man, and man, great answers, man. And
sure.
At the same time,
for sure,
I'm loving your rhythm and shit. 2024, man. What's what's ahead?
Really, we trying to facilitate a lot of different things. We breaking into like the cannabis, doing things, podcast stuff, videos, more videos. I've been shooting directed videos type shit. So, and also we trying to really get out the country. That's one of our goals right now. Go ahead and reach other markets. Try to get overseas and do things over there.
Is there a specific market in mind?
Really right now, like the UK, like, all over there. Like right now, been working with an artist out of Ghana, so he been doing this thing too. So, all over there, South Africa, fucking West Africa, there's not really a Pacific market, but we want to hit all that France, because there's a lot of music going on. There's K-pop going on, you know what I mean? Japan's heavy with it, you know what I'm saying? So, we think big,
genres.
man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The country too small. We just traveled the whole country, man. On 2000 Babies tour, you know what I mean? We just traveled the whole country. You know what I mean? Yeah, we trying to smoke the whole world down now. You know what I mean? We got to have it all. You know what I mean? We wanted all that shit. You know what I mean? We want it all. Fuck all that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's all timing based. Life is all time and base. So really, that's what it comes down to. So it's just like after you do something so many times, you know, it's just like, okay, it's time to challenge yourself. You got to be able to rise to the occasion. It's just like hooping. It's just like playing ball. If you hooping with a nigga all day and he ain't no good, you ain't gonna get no good. You feel what I'm saying? You got to hoop with a motherfucker that's a little better than you. You feel what I'm saying? A little older than you. You know what I mean? So you could really, you feel me, do your thing. You feel me? Critique your game. You feel me? So if the world is it, then we need to be trying to, you know, conquer that motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? If everybody, there's other markets, it's just, you know, you just got to know how to do it. And I think that if you go overseas, like, you know, Jimi Hendrix or something, like he did, you know, he went to London, you know, got his shit popping, then he came back to the States and they loved him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so, and that's a Seattle nigga. Shout out Jimi Hendrix too. So like, I think like you just got to know how to, you know, take those chances, you know what I mean? And have that leap of faith, you know, you got to walk with faith at all times, you know what I mean? Just knowing you're going to be that motherfucker, knowing you're going to do that, you feel what I'm saying? Challenge that, you feel what I'm saying? So that's what it takes, you feel what I'm saying? You got to have that kind of drive and everybody around you got to have that type of drive, like that's what it is. If it's the rap game, if it's the fucking conquering the country, if it's conquering the world, you feel what I'm saying? That's what you got to do, you know? That's how I play. At least in my mind, you feel what I'm saying? When I seen a nigga like Birdman or Master P or E40 or any of these cats, man, come up out the mud with it, why can't we? Feel me? And we on untapped territory up here. See, it's easy for me to break in with one artist and just go in like, let's focus on him and go. We're breaking in damn near like 10 artists at one time. You feel what I'm saying? So like, it's a lot. You feel what I'm saying? It's harder that way for sure. But at the end of the day, you know, I feel, you know, that, you know, if you do it right, you know, you're gonna get a way bigger piece of the pie, and we can understand. We gonna be able to bust it down better than, you know,
on crack. Everybody eats.
Everybody eats.
Everybody eats.
One crack.
Man.
Everybody eats.
Everybody eats. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it, man. You got to be able to challenge yourself. You know what I mean?
But see, I'm gonna add motivational speaker, man, to that list, man.
Come on.
Man, go ahead, man. Tell these motherfuckers where they can find you at, bro.
Hey, yeah, man. You know, Rookie Snow _, you know, Instagram, you know, you find me on there. That's where I'm at mostly. Hang out. I got what's that? I got a little Snapchat too, but you just gotta, you know, fuck with your boy on the gram, man. Fuck with me. Hey, yeah.
First off, man, I want to thank, man, Rookie Snow for really coming in, man.
100.
I want to say Seattle, he's very much a big asset that y'all need in order to make this shit work.
He work. You already know, man. I'm open though. You know, that's how I am. I like motherfuckers just gotta get on nigga radar, just like you gotta get on any label's radar. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go get on their radar. You know what I'm saying? So if a motherfucker's working and I see it, man, then shit, man, let's go. You know what I'm saying? If you got the energy, the drive, shit, I'm down to work. I moved back here for this purpose. You feel what I'm saying? To get it cracking.
Real talk, man. I want to thank you, man, for real. And then for always keeping it solid and all the love you show, man, over here at the spot, man. You know, his brother does a lot, man, behind the scenes, man, that makes it happen, man. So, you know, he's our tapped in, man. He's the one that keeps us old man going and everything and tapped in around here and shit, man. So I want to thank you again on camera, man, bro, for all the insight and everything and all the support, bro.
Oh, shit.
Nah, you love, man. Hey, you swung this big ass finger over here and shit, man. You know what I mean? It's understandable, man.
It's that good sky blue, man, in there, you know. Got on sky blue, you already know, man. Everybody.
Man, he's off them dragon, man, Fronto
leaf, man. You know what I mean? That's that big leaf, man, you know. Shout out them, man. I fuck with them.
Big that, man. We over here on the spot, man. We out.